This past Sunday night, we preached on the sermon topic, At the And Stand. Jude encouraged us to operate in the chief fruit of love. If we don't get love right, nothing else will be. Enjoy this clip.
When you're in love with Jesus that way, can't nobody talk you, watch this, out of being in love. Nobody can convince you that you're not really in love, because it's a personal thing. And this is what Jude is saying. Listen, if you want to be kept, he's talking to the church. Understand, can you imagine? He has to convince the church, hear me, to stay in love. He has to convince the saints to remember what being in love is like. He has to train them, retrain them, that if you are going to make it to the end, not at the beginning of your Christian walk, not in the middle of your Christian walk, if you are going to make it in the end, you have to be kept by love. So of course, when I read it, I took it to heart. I was absolutely delighted, because I recognized that one more time, the chief fruit of the Spirit was being highlighted as the most important of all. Yeah. You know there are 9 fruit of the Spirit. You know that. All sorts of fruit of the Spirit. You know, that's probably love. Love. Joy. Peace. This makes sense. Long suffering. Gentleness. Jude says, listen, long suffering ain't going to keep you. That's the Christian. That's why people got to understand. You can't be talking about, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. That's long suffering. If you try to convince people, come into church, and you get there, it'll be all about long suffering. They're running away. That's right. Come on now. Jesus says, listen, you got to give people stuff they like. Look, all these fruit in here, I'm sticking with what I like. Green grape. Likewise, I know I'm making some of you hungry, but God says in his word, through Jude, the fruit in charge is love. No. Let's be logical for a moment. That if the chief fruit is love, then if I can get you out of love, all the other fruit will suffer. Because love is the chief. Once you love, I'm a specialist. I'm a love specialist. And so therefore I've got peace and patience and long, all that stuff. Just check your love fruit. Because the enemy, glory to God, he has to come in to disturb the fruit of love. Because if he can get you unloving, not loving, then he knows all the other fruit will suffer. And so Jude is stressing in his word. He's saying, look, this is my last 5 bits of verses to you all. If you want to be kept, then you've got to be kept by love.
If you want this sermon in its entirety, email me at swim@logic.bm. We'll be sure to get the CD or DVD to you. Blessings abound.